Hi, welcome back to the channel. As you can see by the title, Airbnb is dead. Hosting travel nurses is the new golden ticket. Are you someone who could use an extra $1,000 a month? Are you someone who, you just want to quit your 9-to-5 job, but you can't figure out a side hustle that allows you to do so? Are you someone who is maybe trying to start a family and you could use the extra income to finally get over the hump? If that's any of you, you're in the right place. Because truth be told, just one short year ago, that was me too. And then I stumbled upon hosting travel nurses, and it's been completely life-changing. I went from zero to $1 million business in just one short year. If I can do it, you can too. If you can relate to any of that, then you're in the right place. Now let's get into it. See, here's the thing. I actually tried Airbnb to start out, and I didn't like it. I started Airbnb because I wanted to be my own boss. I started Airbnb because I wanted an extra side hustle. I started Airbnb because I wanted an extra $1,000 a month. But truth be told, Airbnb was actually treating me as if I was their employee. All the payments had to go through them. If the guest had any sort of complaint, I would get penalized. Nothing truly made sense to me. And again, I got into this because I wanted to be my own boss. And because of the way Airbnb was treating their hosts, I said enough of that. I had to find a way to where I was in control of my business. I was in control of collecting payments. I was in control of sending out lease agreements. I was in control of everything. That's what business owning is all about. Being in control of your time and being in control of your money. Airbnb did not provide that for me. And that's why I stumbled upon hosting travel nurses, and it's been completely life-changing. Hosting travel nurses has been great. These travel nurses are traveling across the world for 13 weeks at a time, providing their services from hospital to hospital. And it's up to us as hosts to provide housing. Of course, they don't want to haul around a TV and a couch everywhere. Well, that's where you and I step in. We furnish the apartment and the guests finally move in for 13 weeks at a time. Everything is on us, meaning we furnish the place completely. So that's including toiletries, TV, queen-size bed, couch, coffee maker, silverware, cups, mugs, etc. We're providing literally everything so that they can just go be great at work and we're going to handle everything else. That's the beauty of travel nursing. Travel nurses are easy, meaning they're the best kind of tenants. They're moving from city to city and they're making great money. And these tenants are ideal. Versus Airbnb, you're probably going to get a lot of parties, people just coming in for the weekend and then leaving. The tenants are completely different, which is also what attracted me to this model. Travel nurses have been great, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Now, of course, there is a little bit of legwork that needs to be done in order to get started in this business. Number one, you need a place to host. I host in two different ways. Some of these homes I own outright. In other ways, I use a technique called rental arbitrage, but that's saved for another video. I'm hosting these people in houses and some in apartments. That's number one. Number two is you need furniture. As mentioned, we are providing everything. So you need a couch, you need a bed, you need to provide all of these things because the nurse will not be providing that for themselves. That's up to you and I to furnish. Number three is you need a listing platform. Furnish Finder is my go-to for that. It's the number one travel healthcare professional website to find housing. I absolutely love it. Number two is going to be turbotenant.com. It's more so like your one-stop shop. You can upload your listing and it blasts out to about 10 different platforms. And number three is going to be recruiting companies. These recruiting companies are responsible for placing these nurses from city to city. Of course, they have a plethora of nurses readily available and looking for housing. So if you can tap in with one of them, you are golden. These are the ways that I find all of my tenants for travel nursing. And this has been my bread and butter since day one. Now that you have a place, you've furnished it, you've uploaded your listing, you got your tenant, now's the fun part. It's time to collect payment, send out the lease agreement, and make the magic happen. As mentioned, I don't like Airbnb because all of the money has to flow through them. When somebody books on Airbnb, the guest pays Airbnb, Airbnb then pays me, the host. I don't like that. I'm not in control that way. I like when I have to collect the payments initially, I send out my own lease agreement, and then the space is theirs. Airbnb, there's too many steps. I like to feel like I'm in power and I have ownership over my business, which is also what steered me towards hosting travel nurses. When it comes to collecting payment, I'm using either Venmo, Zelle, or Cash App. The occasional credit card, I use the Square platform for that, but I do charge an extra 4.5% fee for that. I don't take cash. There's no trace, there's no tracking, therefore I don't do cash. Only those 4 platforms do I use. Now I will say there's one big similarity when it comes to these 2 business models, and that is cleaning. Cleaning is your number 1 asset in this business. If you don't have a clean place, no one's going to tell the good word about you. Think of it like a hotel. Once someone checks out, you have to clean it. And over and over and over again. And as you continue to scale, like myself, I had to find a reliable cleaning crew. I actually started off by cleaning. That way I could really learn the business. But as I continued to scale and scale and scale, that was no longer realistic. Just because I scaled up to 30 units in one short year, I had to get help. And I've hired professional cleaners and they've done a fantastic job. I can't stress this enough that cleaning is your number 1 key to success in this business. Now to the juicy part. Yeah, we get that I hit $1 million in a year. Woohoo! Who cares? Nah, I'm just joking. But I really want to tell you something. From unit to unit, travel nursing is exactly where it's at. I'm making about $1,000 per unit each month and I have 30 of them. Now you see why I love hosting travel nurses. It's way less of a headache. Travel nurses take care of the place as if it's their own. They pay on time. They're basically just like regular tenants who are paying on a monthly basis. Versus Airbnb, there's a lot of turnover. Let's say you live in a low performing market and it's only popping in the summer. Then what do you do those other months? Do you just leave it empty? Absolutely not. That's why I adopted this model and it's been completely life-changing. It's changed the trajectory of my family's life, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. Hey, look, if you too want to get into this business, I offer one-on-one coaching, and the link is right here in the description. If you made it this far, also be sure to subscribe. This is exactly how you get out of the rat race and level up. I'll see you next week at another video.